Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. So first I just wanted to start off by saying it is the 2000th episode of Working Money. I just recently had my 4-year anniversary for the channel, and today, guys, marks the 2000th episode. I've made 2,000 videos for this channel. Really happy you guys are enjoying the content. And please subscribe, guys, if you still aren't subscribed yet. I know, some people just tend to watch the videos, don't care to subscribe, but it really does help the channel. Also, a thumbs up does help with the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm. So if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe. I want to thank all you guys for making 2,000 videos possible. Anyway, gonna get into things. So guys, here's another statistic and update with regards to BitTrue users holding XRP, specifically BitTrue users. They are holding over $103 million worth of XRP right now, and data is showing that 78% are long on XRP. So only, what would that make it, 22% are short? But the majority here, 78% are long. XRP to USDT is the fastest growing trading pair in futures. Here's an update just sent to me by XRP Crypto Wolf on Twitter. A couple of graphs here just demonstrating notional value of open interest with regards to XRP. You guys can see these are daily values, and it had been going down a little bit over the last week, couple of weeks, and now it is on the rise again. Right now in our future service, BitTrue users are holding about 103 million USDT of XRP, and our data is showing that 78% of users are long. So here's the long to short ratio, just another graph demonstrating that. The last value here was from July the 10th, so a few days ago now. I also get this BitTrue report because I'm signed up with BitTrue as well. I find it to be a really good secondary exchange for those of you guys buying or wanting to purchase exotic altcoins, I guess I would say. It has a huge variety of altcoins. The exchange itself is very XRP centric as well. So I do have an affiliate link if you guys haven't signed up for a BitTrue account. You can use it if you want. You don't have to use it. I love seeing this kind of data though. It really does confirm the XRP community still holding very, very strong despite a downturn in the overall market. We saw this in the bear market last time too. The XRP community doesn't waver. And that's where I got my confidence even before I started the channel to keep cost averaging down. Because the first time I bought XRP was at 71 cents, I think, and that was way back in 2017. Anyway, we got the Bitcoin chart up here right now. Right now it's trading at 19,800 per BTC, and not too much movement here, just kind of vacillating in this channel. We haven't seen this level of support break. Of course, this is a very strong level. Old resistance is forming new support here. That is not to say that we may not break down even further to form a new level of support, a lower level of support, which could likely bring us in and around here, this level, which coincidentally does line up very, very closely to about an 80% correction for Bitcoin, 79.83% from the all-time high. So at that level, we would be trading Bitcoin at around 13,800, 13,900, give or take. We've got XRP up here also just holding this level at 31.5 cents roughly. So, not too much to talk about with regards to the crypto market in general. If I were to specifically pick an altcoin though today that has piqued my interest, it is FLRIOUs, okay? This one from Nabachna Nesner here on Twitter. Will Flare Spark be our next bull run? So you guys know we are getting a Spark token airdrop, those who participated in the XRP snapshot back in December of 2020. And guys, here's the price of FLR to USDT on BitTrue. Over the last 24 hours, it has increased over 34%. And right now, they're trading at 57.5 cents. You guys can see over the last couple of days now, this was July the 12th. Over here, we just saw a run-up. A lot of this run-up, a lot of this speculation, this front-running was on some news that the Flare networks recently released. And so just to reiterate, guys, if you did participate in the December 2020 snapshot, you will be receiving, for every 1 XRP, you will be receiving 1.0073 FLR or Spark tokens. So you will actually be receiving more Spark tokens than you currently have XRP, or at least the XRP that you had on the date of that snapshot. So if you had 10,000 XRP, let's say, you multiply that by 1.0073, and you will have 10,073 Flare or Spark tokens. And these tokens right now are trading, or at least the IOUs are trading at about 55 cents. Also wanted to mention this, guys, the latest update with regards to Celsius. Now, we know Celsius was flirting with bankruptcy. Now they have actually filed for bankruptcy. So Celsius, one of crypto's biggest lenders, has finally decided to has finally decided to file for bankruptcy. Celsius Network, one of the largest cryptocurrency lenders, has filed for bankruptcy protection a month after freezing customer assets in the wake of a sharp turbulence in the crypto market that has toppled business models of several firms. So it is now confirmed these guys are going bankrupt, or at least they've filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in the federal court in New York, and it has anywhere between $1 billion and $10 billion in assets and liabilities, and more than 100,000 creditors. The necessary, in quotes, the necessary decision to file for bankruptcy would provide the firm an opportunity to stabilize its business. This is a statement put out, I believe, on Twitter. We have a strong and experienced team in place to lead Celsius through this process, wrote Alex Mashinsky, co-founder and chief executive officer at Celsius. He said that in a statement. I am confident that when we look back at our history of Celsius, we will see this is a defining moment where acting with resolve and confidence served the community and strengthened the future of the company. Well, that's a positive spin to put on that, Mr. Mashinsky. However, what are you going to do about customer funds? The announcement follows weeks of speculation about the financial strength of Celsius. So we also heard rumblings that Sam Bankman-Fried was going to bail out Celsius. That obviously did not happen. One of the largest ones was crypto banks were offering better returns to customers and promising it was less risky. There was another rumor as well. I believe it was one of the big banks. It was rumored that they were also going to purchase Celsius, and that never materialized either. Days before Celsius blocked its customers from withdrawing and transferring their assets, Mashinsky was questioning skeptics on Twitter and accusing them of spreading FUD. Well, maybe the FUD was actually truth bombs. So what about the money? Do you guys have money on Celsius? Are you still waiting for an opportunity to maybe join a class action lawsuit against Celsius? I'm sure some of those are likely going to be happening. Michael brought this to my attention at Val5Links. This is just another article with regards to the Celsius story, and it's looking as though, according to Celsius's terms and conditions, digital assets may not be recoverable if the company becomes bankrupt, enters liquidation, or is unable to repay its obligations. So here is what the term said. In the event that Celsius becomes bankrupt, enters liquidation, or is otherwise unable to repay its obligations, any eligible digital assets used in the earn service or as collateral under the borrow service may not be recoverable. Also, users may not have any legal option or rights over Celsius to recover their funds. However, Celsius will only be questionable to its creditors under any applicable laws. Moreover, the insolvency-related terms hint total loss of any and all digital assets in Celsius accounts and custody wallets. So they have disclosed a total of 50 creditors looking for money from the Celsius network. The last creditor is a customer with $5.5 million. The lack of details on other customers or depositors having limited money remains unknown. So this is like a nightmare situation. One of the many. It seems like they're starting to pile up. We've got Three Arrows Capital, which was another biggie. You guys remember that Kevin O'Leary clip? You know, it's going to take another big guy to go to zero before we actually find the bottom of the market. And I don't know, is Celsius the one? Is Three Arrows Capital the one? Or are we actually going to see another one? My heart goes out to all of you guys who have money tied up in the Celsius network. I'm sure something is going to happen, though. I'm sure there's going to be some kind of class action lawsuit on behalf of retail investors who put money into the Celsius network. No news on that, but I will report on that if it comes along. And the Cell token, ouch, it has taken a hit, bringing up Celsius and the Celsius token right now here on the charts. And that is looking not too good. Just on the daily here, you guys can see long wick down, likely on the news of the official bankruptcy now from Celsius. Take a look at that. That was just from yesterday afternoon when the news came out, and sure, the price has rebounded a little bit. The Cell token was trading as low yesterday as 37.9, so almost 38 cents, and right now it's rebounded up just a little bit to about 64.5 cents. This is another one of those instances where it's unfortunate. Do your own research. At its high, back at the height of the bull run, the Cell token was almost $8 per coin, $7.94, roughly the top. So now it's trading at 64 cents. I mean, Terra Luna, that was another nightmare situation, trading in the hundreds of dollars, going effectively to zero. So again, guys, the takeaway, the message, always invest in coins that solve problems, that have solid teams behind them. I don't think I have to keep beating that dead horse. So just to kind of switch gears a little bit, Charles Gasparino was on Fox Business talking a little bit about the latest news that came from Judge Netburn. Now, I know I was getting railed in the comment section yesterday because I kept stating that it was Judge Torres who made the statement about the hypocrites and how the SEC is creating a situation where they're, talking out of both sides of their mouth. It was not Torres, it was actually Judge Netburn, so I do apologize for that mistake. Anyway, Charles Gasparino here, updating us a little bit on this, giving his 2 cents. Listen to this clip from Fox Business and a little bit of insight from Charles Gasparino.
Everything else was subject to the SEC.
Oh, I guess I should I guess I should first state that I'm starting this clip about 1 minute and 45 seconds in because the first 1 minute and 45 was basically Gasparino just recapping the Ripple SEC case, and so it's all stuff that we pretty much already know. In the context here, he's talking about Bill Hinman and the questions surrounding Bill Hinman specifically, and I'm sure all you guys know who Bill Hinman is at this point. Anyway, listen to this.
The documents surrounding his decision-making is key to this case. SEC wants to keep it under wraps, and now it's under Gary Gensler, who's still plowing ahead with this case because he wants to regulate crypto more vigorously. The judge recently said all those documents about involving Hinman's thought process can go to XRP and Ripple. They can look at that. This is why it's big. If you ever did a Freedom of Information Act with the SEC, you usually get back, what do they say?
Yeah. Good luck, buddy.
So Gasparino is saying, usually when you file that Freedom of Information Act with the SEC, you usually don't get back a lot from them. The clip continues here, guys. Tim at TimR614. He cut it up into 2 clips. So I got to say thanks to you, Tim, also for posting this.
Act with the SEC, you usually get back, what do they say?
Yeah. Good luck, buddy.
They never want the sausage making process at the SEC disclosed. So of course they wanted to say the same here, and they've always gotten decent privileged grounds. This judge, Judge Torres, federal judge, is a little different, and I'm just saying that the case is looking better for Ripple. Not saying that they're going to win, but I'm saying it's looking better. From a trading standpoint, if Ripple does win, I know all the cryptos are under intense pressure, but you'll probably see XRP pop above this 32 cents,
Well, it's a warning. I'm not saying anything because I want to get beat up on Twitter if I even comment on this. So I'm just going to move on.
Does that happen? Oh yeah.
People that follow you on Twitter, if I'm involved, and I mean, they are rabid about this on Twitter. You have the followers all over it.
I will say the XRP people on Twitter are educated. They know their business. They know the court cases.
Okay, good.
I would say the AMC people on Twitter.
Maybe that's who came out. Yeah, it was the AMC.
Don't know that. Couldn't find their rear end with both hands. I guess that's the way my father would put it.
Oh, wow. Shots fired at the AMC people. You can see whoever this host was that was substituting for Liz Clayman. She was just about to insult the XRP community. Charles Gasparino jumped in, defended us. Obviously, we know what we hold. But even to the point that he made a little earlier on in the clip, he was even saying that, the price right now for XRP will jump once we get finality, once we get a final verdict in the lawsuit. And we're getting closer, guys. We are getting closer. So again, I just wanted to thank Tim at TimR614 here on Twitter just for posting these updates. I know he's always keeping tabs on Fox Business, always recording the Charles Gasparino segments where he's talking about Ripple and XRP and the lawsuit. Want to keep moving, guys. Wrath of Kahneman bringing this to our attention. Now, this is a former executive from Flutterwave, and Flutterwave, if you guys don't know, is a Ripple partner. She is going out and she is actually creating her own international money transfer company. So SendSprint is the name, a money transfer startup based in the UK, but with operations in the US and Nigeria, has been launched today with the unique selling point of a $5 flat fee for all transfers. Now, it makes me wonder because it doesn't mention Ripple or XRP in this article, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just peruse again. I read so much every day. Sometimes it's hard to keep track. I don't think it does. But it really is telling, leaving Flutterwave, which is Ripple enabled. So we know that, being a CEO, she's probably seen all the benefits from a company like Flutterwave utilizing and leveraging RippleNet. Now she's gone out on her own and started a new fintech startup. So it will, in the first 18 months, target 300,000 of the 1.7 million Africans in the UK. And the fact that they're using a $5 flat fee, I think, is going to entice a lot of people. The other thing that says to me is that they are likely utilizing DLT technology. And considering this is somebody that was coming from a Ripple partner company, Flutterwave, chances are they're also likely using RippleNet technology just because, this is what they know. It is, however, a flat fee value proposition across all transactions that might give it an edge over competitors, all of whom run on a sliding scale, which often tremendously increases with the method of payment selected by the sender, reaching over $10 to send $200 by some vendors. So they're talking about the old antiquated legacy systems here for cross-border transactions. As we know, Flutterwave is not a part of that group of companies, and we're noticing a lot of these companies are starting to shift over to DLT. So to become more competitive, we are starting to see this domino effect, and not only that, this is an interesting kind of twist on the story. SendSprint now going out on their own with former Flutterwave CEO and their target market sending international money transfers to a lot of these countries in the UK specifically, US, Nigeria, and I believe a lot of their target markets here, it says UK and growing from there in the US and Canada as well. They are targeting customers with a flat fee, $5 flat fee for sending money. So I think that's going to entice a lot of customers to maybe go with SendSprint. I don't know if this is just a promotional offer. And if that number will change, maybe once they get more business, they'll actually bring that number down. Because we know at the back end, it's fairly affordable to send payments utilizing DLT technology. Anyway, thought this was interesting. Wanted to thank the Wrath of Kahneman for posting that. And Algorand, guys, real quickly, this one from the Cryptic Poet. Algorand has launched a series of Formula E racing helmet NFTs in partnership with Envision Racing. So more utility being brought to the Algorand blockchain specifically. They've teamed up with Envision Racing for a series of NFTs to tie in with the ABB FIA Formula E electric race series. So with the sporting event, specifically limited edition NFTs designed by 3D artist Adam Spizak and creative agency Funday, depicts a helmet representing one of the 8 locations hosting an ABB FIA Formula E race. For us, and here's a quote, "Nothing tells the story of a driver's journey quite like their helmet," Maddie Schwartz, creative director at Funday, told Decrypt. Schwartz, no relation to David Schwartz, by the way, explained how each of the 8 NFT designs references iconic visuals from their respective regions. While graphics depicting local foliage grows over top the visuals to signify our desire to create a healthier planet. Also note the tie-in there with the environmental effort. And here's just a photo of one of those helmets, one of those NFTs. You can see the vegetation around there. So a bit of a push here. So not only, first of all, we've got Algorand, of course, more value driven to the blockchain, but we've also got this initiative, NFTs, which some people are still kind of wondering about. Why would I need an NFT? Well, I think we're going to see the importance of NFTs in the coming years. I think art is simply just one application that a lot of people are still wondering, well, why can't I just copy and paste a JPEG? And there you go. There's your hack to the NFT. There's the connection with NFTs to the metaverse too, which I've talked about in previous videos. But then there's also that overarching theme of the environment. So all this part of a sustainable 2030 agenda, I'm assuming. Of course, Algorand is also one of those WEF coins. So that is no surprise to me. Anyway, just thought this was some interesting news for those of you guys in the Algorand camp, and wanted to thank the Cryptic Poet for posting that. And guys, finally, this from Tag XRP here on Twitter. It has now been confirmed that Michael Barr is going to be a member of the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System. So this tweeted out by U.S. Senate Majority Floor Updates here on Twitter and by Tag XRP. You guys can see here Michael Barr. Now, the interesting thing about this, Michael Barr, he is currently on 2 advisory boards. Michael Barr holds 2 board and advisory roles as advisor at Ripple and advisor at the Lending Club. So here we have it, Michael Barr from the board of directors at Ripple now will be supervising the Federal Reserve. Michael Barr will influence policy on cryptocurrencies and stablecoins alongside serving as a top banking watchdog. So some of the takeaways here, the Senate has confirmed former Ripple advisor Michael Barr as a top banking watchdog at the U.S. Federal Reserve. Now, we know the Fed also has a connection to, well, they want to start implementing FedWire, which does run on Volante Volpay technology. So there's also connection to that. And now Michael Barr, the most recent connection to Ripple. So he received bipartisan support on Tuesday. President Joe Biden nominated Barr to the role of vice chair for supervision of the Federal Reserve in April, owing to his career in consumer protection and his role in shaping the 2010 Dodd-Frank Act following the 2008 financial crisis. Barr, once pegged to serve as controller of the currency, was also a top Treasury Department official during former President Barack Obama's administration. He secured a 66-28 vote by the Senate, exceeding the simple majority of 50 votes required for confirmation. And here's a quote, guys. "Today's confirmation of Michael Barr as vice chair for supervision of the Federal Reserve is important progress for my plan to tackle inflation and for sound oversight as we transition to steady and stable growth." This coming from President Biden. He said this in a statement. So Barr was once on the board at Ripple back in 2015. Now he is heading the Fed, or is at least working on the Fed's board to oversee cryptocurrency specifically and stablecoins. So the CBDC initiative that is likely going to be rolled out as well. Even just in this tweet thread down here, I saw this. This is actually pretty funny. Dat Vinci Jr. here, XRP. It's funny to see this video as a comment because it seems like they are praising Barr's nomination. So you guys can see Brad Garlinghouse, and I believe it's Ross Leckow is his name, looking up, and this was from another video from a few years back with regards to cryptocurrencies and the IMF, the International Monetary Fund. At that time, anyway, Barr's nomination likely going to be a positive thing for cryptocurrency in general in the United States, but also clearly to bring clarity to the one cryptocurrency that is really going to change the future of finance, namely XRP. And if you guys don't remember, back in May, this also happened. Vice Chair Pick, an ex-Ripple advisor, tells senators crypto does need regulation. So Michael Barr was also making news back a couple of months ago in May with regards to crypto, the fact that it needs to be regulated. Of course, a former Ripple board member, so I think I know where this is going. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.